own your stage. When I first heard the topic, I'm like, rah, that's big. You feel me? Hi everyone, my name is Adeoluwa Akintoba. I'm an actor, filmmaker, podcast host. But today I come before you as a human being. Reason being, when the lights are off, when everything is stripped off of me, what do I have to give to the world? That's my value. Now my topic today is the spotlight of the background. Which am I made for? A lot of you are probably feeling like your life is on hold. You know, where do I stand? But I want to tell you something. Shine where you stand. Say it with me. Shine where you stand. Now, let's go to this. Have you ever felt like your life was on hold and it didn't make sense until someone gave you a microphone, a camera, or just something where you felt useful, right? Or maybe you're like me, I used to watch others in the spotlight and really wish like I was popping like them, the Instagram views were popping in and all of that. But what if I told you that none of that matters? Because at the end of the day, your turn is coming. And the spotlight of the background isn't about your status, it's an assignment. And the true power comes from where you're placed, but from how you shine where you stand. Let me tell you my FFH story. This story defined me and shaped me into the individual I am today. In 2021, I had just moved to Lagos, June 2021. I was a costume designer, assisting with costume, that type of thing. So I get this big audition for this big Netflix project. I guess the name of the character, Ade. And I'm like, this is it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to blow. Like, what kind of setup is this? Do you understand? Then it happens. I make it all the way to the final stage. And I'm the last person in the audition that day. And the judges go, wow. I go home thinking, I've got this. Like, in the next couple of weeks, they're gonna call me down, okay, let's negotiate. You're about to become the next biggest thing out of Africa. Tell me why I get an email. This email is to inform you that we would like for you to read for another character. My confidence was shattered. Here I am, thinking like I had already conquered the world, and now my parents would see that Adeoluwa Akintoba truly meant something. Funny story about my name, Adeoluwa Akintoba, the crown of God that is fit to be king. So from childhood, I was already put in a position of leadership. And that's enough. That alone is enough pressure. And then again, I am the firstborn. So how do I go back to my parents and tell them that this audition I had boasted about, they want me to read for another character? Eventually I read for the other character. The next email I get is, we regret to inform you that you didn't get the role. It hurts, but it didn't stop me. In 2022, I carried this hurt, and I was on big productions, but I just never felt like they were big enough as the opportunity I lost. I was in the background. That hurt changed me so much. Till one day, someone said something, and what they said was, Ade, you have a light that shines bright wherever it is you are. I'm like, how do you know that? Like, from the first day I met you, I knew that you were not destined to become like, you know, a costume designer, that type of stuff. You were destined to be a star. Her name is Valerie Okeke. Now, why did she say this? The first time I was ever on a movie set was Prophetess, 2020. No, 2020, ending October 2020, COVID period. And the first meeting me, she says, you're bringing this person as my costume assistant. I'm sorry, this person is meant for the bright lights and the spotlight. Oh, please, this is an actor. I don't know what to do with him. I'm like, how do you recognize that light so fast? And that ideology changed me so much. And from June 2022, I decided, you know what? I'm not going to be in the background anymore. I'm going to be in the spotlight. Now, the spotlight versus the background. Now, I want to tell you something, that we live in an age and society where, as we're told, that being seen is equals to being successful. But your visibility is not the same as your value. Take, for example, gold. Everybody knows how valuable gold is, right? We all do. If you saw gold right now, you've blown. But what if I told you yourself you're gold? but you just don't know it yet. Now, a lot of people don't like to tell people their worth, because when you tell someone their worth, that's when they discover the power in them. I want to tell you that you need to discover your worth, so you discover the power in you, so that way, when everyone tries to bring you down, it's not possible. And that's the mentality I carry every day. The mic is not more important than the message, which is very true. Because I have this mic on doesn't mean that I'm going to pass across a meaningful message. Because I'm the lead actor in a film doesn't mean I'm more important than the people who are with me making the film. I'm not more important than any one of you. Yes, I'm in faces of everybody, but that doesn't matter, guys. I'm a human being just as you. We think the background means failure, but sometimes the background is foundation. And that is what the background did for me. The background helped me to discover who I truly was as a person and how I wanted to go forward in life. And that's why when people say he's a fast rising actor, he's going to change the face of Nollywood, they start comparing me, and I'm like, the amount of work that I had to put in is not showing, but that's because I did everything in the background. That was where I was forging myself day and night like a blacksmith, hitting. How can I become better? Every year I question myself and say, you've done this last year. How do you change the name of the face? You're always involved in the top 10 conversations when they're mentioning fast rising actors. Right now, what's on my mind is, I'm tired of being mentioned as a fast rising actor. I want to be mentioned as an established actor. I'm tired, honestly. Because you can only be fast rising for so long, then people start to question, okay, Otito now is enough. It's such a Yoruba thing, right? Yeah. You're not made for the spotlight or the background. You're made for purpose. What do I mean by that? Meaning that it's what is innate and what you were born with. That's what you were made for. So be it the fact that you're the dude who is, take for example, the people recording this TED Talk, right? That's their current purpose in life. But they'll do it so well that when this TED Talk comes out, they're gonna ask, who recorded that? And that's because this person was working in the background. The set of people that put this together, but you're seeing us talking up on stage, but they're the ones who made this event possible. So give a round of applause for them, please. Now, there's 3 types of shinings, and this is what has shaped me to become the person I am today. 1, shining in the background, obedience over applause. Now, this involves showing up every day, no matter what happens. This is where faithfulness, humility, and excellence in silence is very important, because these 3 things then show us that you are, getting ready for the spotlight. In the sense that, like I mentioned, the people who show up to record this, or the people who put this together, when you feel like your work isn't being noticed, it's literally your training ground. It's literally where you are becoming. It's literally preparing you for the day that you enter the spotlight. Because let me tell you something about the spotlight. Once you enter it, it's not just hot. And if you're not ready for it, it is going to burn you. And that's the scariest experience ever, to be burnt. Shining in the spotlight, integrity over attention. It's not about performance. You don't live for the likes, live for the truth. This is when you have formed yourself in the background. Some of us were actually born to lead. Like I said, I'm the firstborn. My name literally means I need to lead. And it's scary. So most of the times I relegated myself to the background. But when purpose calls, you cannot deny it, right? You get what I mean? Right? Thank you. Come on, guys. We're young people. We're Gen Zs. We're meant to be loud. Come on. So there's this song that came into my head. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. A round of applause for you guys. Amazing singers. Right. So that's it. Shining, integrity over attention, meaning that whatever light it is in which you carry, make sure that your light is not corrupted by social media, it's not corrupted by, because there's going to come a time that you're shining so bright and you feel like this is the next big thing, but I can tell you that it's probably a distraction. You're going to be presented with so many opportunities along the way. They're like, oh, this is my next to blow thing, but calm down, relax, and remember why you're doing it, right? Shining anywhere, purpose over position. for me, these are the strongest set of people. These are the people that if you give them a broom, they'll sweep. If you give them a microphone, they'll speak. If you give them a problem, they'll show up and solve it. These people are some of the greatest leaders we have today because their purpose means so much to them. It's not, for them, it's beyond the likes, it's beyond the validation. And for someone in my line of work, validation means a lot to me. But if I don't get validated, I'm still going to do it because purpose is important. So guys, I'm not here to tell you today that, oh, you should focus on being in the spotlight, you should focus on being in the background. Focus on purpose. Focus on shining wherever it is you stand. So if you're a course rep, excel in it. If you are your teacher's pet, quote unquote, excel in it. If you are the BUSA leader, I'm sure you guys have a student association, right? Excel in it. If you are the guy that is sent to get pure water, bring that pure water so much they're like, who is this guy? Legit. Like, let them ask, like, who is this guy? Now, I have a word for you guys. Now, because we live in a social media time, right? We're so engrossed by what is happening on our timelines. But I want to tell you something. Don't let your social media timeline determine your divine timeline. Deep stuff, right? Oh my God, he just dropped a bombshell. But yeah. And truth is, even when your big break hasn't come, it took me a while to realize this. And I'm glad that when I did, I'm able to share with you guys. You are not late. You are not behind. You are in your training ground. And that's what the background does for you. It's literally your training ground. It's literally, you know, the process that gold grows through to become what we eventually have, like they tell you 10 carats gold, 50 carat gold. That process is what is happening to you right now. So that at the end of the day, when you come out of the fire, you shine in your season, you shine in your lane, you shine where you stand. And I'm going to challenge you today to stop waiting for the big stage, stop waiting for that opportunity, because that is what everyone is always, oh my God, I can't wait for someone to realize my talent. Step out into the world and let everyone know what you're made of, right? That's what I did. I was just a young boy in Ibadan City. I had just lost my job in COVID, and I'm like, oh, I need to do something because I cannot not be doing something. I'm called to do something. There's just that fire in me that I feel like the world needed to see. And I reached out to my uncle, and he says, like, I want to learn cinematography. And I was around that time that Mr. Nia Kimolaya came to Ibadan for auditions for Prophetess. And I decided to go for it. And if you ask me, that was divine timing. I could have decided then, like, I just want to sleep at home and lazy away. Or, you know, become a quote-unquote tech bro. That type of tech bro that defunds other people for money. You get me? Yeah. So this week, ask yourself, what light can I bring right where I am? What can I do to change the face of my class? What can I do to change the face of my hostel? What can I do to change the face of my family? How can I shine where I am? And you don't need a platform to be powerful. You just need lights and the courage to let it shine. That's all I have for you. One more thing. Say these things after me. Your worth is not in your visibility. Your calling is not in your competition. You were made to shine. I like the fact that someone owned it. So say it with me. I am made to shine. I am made to shine. So wherever life places me next, I'm going to shine where I stand. Thank you very much, everyone.